Anyway, today I'm going to talk about the how to grow your email list for free every day on YouTube. Oh, thanks, Howie and others. Glad to see it working out. So let's look at some of the benefits of growing an email list. I've been on YouTube for several years now, and I've used my YouTube videos to generate traffic, leads, and subscribers. And I think one of the better things is that I use it to generate leads. So some of the benefits of growing an email list is that, one, as I mentioned before, that you don't have to rely on the YouTube platform. So you don't have any control over YouTube. So therefore, once you've created an email list, then if anything happens, you can still stay in touch with your email subscribers. Also, creating an email list, you create a deep you have an opportunity to create a deep relationship with your audience. So you can follow up with a series of emails. You can have a webinar, a live stream like today. You can send them an ebook, invite them to participate on your other social media channels, and also you can remind them to watch new videos. So a lot of people, they might have the notification turned on YouTube or turned off, and if they have it turned off, or maybe their email's not working well, that where YouTube sends a notification, then by sending an email to your email list of a new video, then people trust their emails more than many other communications on other platforms. So you can remind your contacts to watch your new videos and not rely on the notifications that YouTube sends out. So and also with email, usually get a higher click-through rate than on social media. So like Facebook, the Facebook feed goes through pretty fast, and other social media channels, people don't necessarily place a high priority on that. But with emails, people get emails from their friends and from business contacts, etc. So you generally get a higher click-through rate through growing an email list. So then how do you generate emails, get emails from your YouTube videos? Well, some of the requirements, I mentioned this in a previous video I just uploaded on Thursday about how to generate leads, but just to go through it again, I think one is creating an engaging video. Two is that you've got to have a lead magnet, which is something that you give away for free. Three is you've got to have a landing page where you can put your opt-in form to collect contact information. Then you're going to have a success page or download page where people, after they've opted into your form, they can go to your, they'll automatically be sent to your download page to download the free report or cheat sheet, ebook, etc. And then ideally you want to associate your website with your YouTube channel. So with the new requirements, of course, you need 4,000 subscribers and 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours to associate your channel or associate a website with your channel. So I think that YouTube has said that they are going to remove that requirement for all people, but they've been kind of dragging their feet on getting channel reviewing channels so that have met the requirements. So, but still, you still need to meet those requirements. But if you can't link to your associated website from your cars or end screens, then you can always put that link in the description below your video and then direct people to that link. And then also you need a email list provider. I use Aweber. The purpose of that is to capture the email addresses from people that opt into your form, and then it's going to store it in a database, and then you can say you have 4,000 emails, then in that database, then you can send follow-up emails even automatically to those people in the database. So And the beautiful thing about this is that it all works automatically. So once you get it set up, then it can be working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year after year on on autopilot. So I'm just going to go through some of the steps here to create the email list with from YouTube. So one is actually creating a video, an engaging video, because the video's got to be seen on the net. So you've got to create a video that's based on the searched keywords people are entering in the search engines. And so once people find that video, then you've got to have a video that's keeps people's attention. So I would say the first 10 or 15 seconds, you're going to have your introduction that's going to tell people what the video is about. Then you might have a logo reveal that's 5 or 10 seconds. Then you go straight into your content to present the content. That's going to be like 3 to 7 minutes. And I would also try to reset the attention of your viewers every 5 to 10 seconds while they're watching your video, especially if it's a talking head video. So every 5 to 10 seconds you might do a transition, change positions on the screen, add a motion graphic or some B-roll footage, etc. And then at the end you're going to have a call to action, or even you could have it before that, with your card and your end screen. But the end screen, you got that last 20 seconds where you can invite people to check out your landing, go to your landing page, or on the card, or you could say, well, check out the free gift I have for you by clicking on the link in the description below the video. So that's kind of like how you'd set up the video. And so for your call to action, basically you're going to use cards and end screens. If you're in the YouTube Partner Program, then you have the ability to redirect people to your landing page or your website. So generally, usually have like a .com website, and then your landing page would be like a page within that website. Or you can have just a specific domain that's dedicated to that particular landing page. So, and one thing to keep in mind is that YouTube wants to ideally keep you on YouTube as long as possible. So if you take them off YouTube, that's going to end the viewing session, and that, if the watch time is reduced, then your chances of ranking are diminished a little bit. So therefore, not every video you want to send to your landing page, but maybe every 2 or 3 videos, or if you're doing a series of videos in succession, maybe the third video could have the redirect to your landing page. So then the first 2 videos could link to the next video, so link to a playlist, and then maybe a couple of videos in that playlist then could have your a redirection to that particular landing page. So in that way you kind of got videos that are working for you that are ranking, and then another video that they're being redirected to in the playlist that contains your landing page. So so that's just something to keep in mind when you're redirecting people to an external website off your YouTube video. So you don't want to, ideally, as you're going through your video, you can send them, if you send them to another video or to somebody else's video, that's still within the YouTube ecosystem. So as long as they stay on YouTube, then you're YouTube likes that. But if you send them to a landing page or another social media site like Facebook or Twitter or something, then that's going to end the viewing session, which cuts short your watch time, which is one of the big ranking factors on YouTube to get your video into search and suggested videos. So what about a lead magnet? The different types of lead magnets that you can have is you can have a cheat sheet, which is basically like a checklist, or you can have an ebook. You have an e-course, which is like a series of emails. You could have like a short video course, or audio course. Generally what I do is have a cheat sheet or maybe a short report that so in that way you're giving something of value away for free. So your lead magnet should basically be very short, have a nice design, and kind of just mention a few specific benefits that people are getting, and actually offer more value than what you have in your video. Miriam saying your video should be at least 10 minutes long to be ranked, right? No, not necessarily. Some of my best ranking videos are only like 2 or 3 minutes long. So sometimes you just don't know what videos will rank, because it all depends on watch time. So of course there is that, if somebody watches a 10-minute video for 5 minutes, that's going to be a longer watch time than a 3-minute video if somebody's only watched it for 1 minute, or half the video, 1.5 minutes. So you're going to get a 10-minute video, they'll watch half of it, that's more watch time than a 3-minute video where they'll watch just half of it. So but the key is actually holding their attention through the videos. So if you can train your subscribers to watch all the way through, that's that's a good thing. And you definitely got to keep an eye on the audience retention. So it's not necessarily the length of the video, but it's the engagement. You can keep the engagement going actually on the video. Let me show you an example of a landing page. Yeah, for a landing page. Let's see. I think I've got it here. I'm just going to switch screens here. Quickly show you like example of a landing page. So you can see that here. I'm going to switch here. Okay, so here's an example of a landing page. So you got like a big title at the top, how to increase your prospects and sales using YouTube. Then you got a nice graphic on the left here, and then here's what you learn from this free report. So you got some bullet points outlining the benefits of what they'll get in the report, and then when they click on here, then up comes the opt-in form where people leave their name and email address. And then further down, this is what probably people see the first half of the landing page, and if they scroll down, of course, they're going to get a few more points. But it's kind of a typical example of a landing page that you could use. Example of how to create a lead magnet. What I usually do, if you have like a checklist, you can just use something like Canva. And so, like if you go to Canva, you've got a whole bunch of templates here. This is a free online graphics software. And you've got documents here, you've got letters, you've got presentations, you've got A4. So say for instance, if I chose this one, like A4, then see you got these templates here. So say I wanted to create a checklist, then I could use like this classroom rules, and then I can just change the header here, then I can just change my checklist here. So this would be a very quick way to create a checklist, and then once you've created it, then you can just save it as a PDF file, and that's your free download. So you got these all these different templates here that you could choose. For you don't particularly have to use these, but it's just a way of creating a quick checklist or a PDF file, etc. Now, what I do, I've actually I use something called Designer, and this is software that you can create stunning ebooks and lead magnets in 90 seconds from your website or Microsoft Word. So what you can do here is you just grab a URL from, say you've created a great blog post on your website, you can just grab the URL, and then from the URL it creates a lead magnet. So you just grab the URL, you choose a template, then you can modify the template if you wish, and then you publish it, and then you have your lead magnet. You have your lead magnet created. So let's see if I've got an example here. Anyway, this is how you can create a fast lead magnet from a blog post, from a PDF, a Word document, or even a Facebook post. So it's just and they've got a I'll put a link in here. I think I've got a link. Let me show you here. Going to give you a link to that just in case you want to check it out. Let's see. Is this the one? So this is Designer. This is it's pretty interesting software. If you go to that link, I think it's a one-time payment of like $27, but you can create as many ebooks, reports as you like. You know, from your blog posts, from a PDF file, from your Facebook, from Word document, etc. So that's kind of pretty handy. Okay, let's see, what else have I got going here? So I talked about the call to action, associated website, creating a lead magnet so it can be a cheat sheet, ebook, e-course. I generally use a free report or a cheat sheet, and then for creating these landing page, generally I would use something like you got lead pages. I use a Thrive Architect plugin, which is a WordPress plugin, and that's it's a great way to kind of create a very fast landing page. So you got your lead magnet. Now you got to create your landing page, and let's see. I think I got this. Yeah, I use something called Profit Canvas. This is like an all-in-one page builder. So I used actually two things. I used the Thrive landing page plugin. I think I've got a link to that in the description below the video. But here's a Profit Canvas, and this creates kind of gorgeous landing pages. And I've got this is kind of like a drag and drop page builder. And I bought the rights to this software, so I've got a special on this weekend that, you know, if you want to get it, you can get it for like $27 one-time payment. And that'll create all your landing pages. So other people use lead pages and other things like that, but let me see. I've got it here. Okay, this is it here. So it's called Profit Canvas. You can see it there. So it's a all-in-one page builder, creates gorgeous landing pages. I've got a video on there on how it works, etc. But and the good thing about this, you don't have to have a hosting service necessarily. It's also got a WordPress plugin that you can use, and it's you can create landing pages very quickly. So those are just a couple of options: the Thrive Architect landing page plugin for WordPress, and this profit canvas. Let's see if I got a link for that. Go back here. See if I got a link for that for you. Get rid of this one. Oh, that's Aweber. Okay, we don't need that. Talk about that later. Okay, maybe I'll just put this link in the description, in the chat here, so you can take a look at that. It's Profit Canvas. Okay, so you've got the, so I've talked about the landing page, the lead magnet, redirecting your links and cards and end screens to your landing page. And then the last component is really having an email list provider. And there's a ton of those email list providers. But you generally I use Aweber, and let's see if I can take you there. Oh, hopefully you can see that. Oh, no. Oh no, can you see that page? Looks like it's not showing up there. Anyway, Aweber is a email list provider, and the beauty of Aweber is that you can set up a opt-in form that goes on your landing page, and then also it stores all the contacts in a database, and then you can follow up with the people in your database even automatically. So you could set up emails for like 365 days a year, so people get an automated email every day for 365 days, and that's all on automatic from even while you're sleeping. So I've been using this one for many years, but it's a great way to not only set up email forms, but also to follow up with those particular emails. Arthur's saying, does it have email capture and CTA buttons? I guess you're referring to the Profit Canvas. Yeah, it does have. It has call to action buttons, etc. on the Profit Canvas. So it's kind of like drag and drop. So let's see if I go here. Here I'll show you a quick one of that. If I go to Profit Canvas, okay, I'm going to log into Profit Canvas so you can just sort of see quickly what can be done. So let me just switch screens here. Okay, so this is logging into Profit Canvas, and basically you got pages here. You got you got videos, pop-ups, etc. So so for instance, I got a test here. If I just edit that, so here's like a typical page here. You got the page title, description, keywords, etc. And so you can just move these elements around. It's just like drag and drop, and you can change the text. Then at the top here, you got buttons, you got graphics, you got links, you got text widgets, image uploads, clip art widgets, YouTube widgets, iframe widgets, HTML widgets, countdown timers, and sign up form widgets. So, and a PayPal widget as well. So so that's kind of how it is, and then you can just preview the page, and you can have like a pop-up here that goes on your page. It's pretty handy as well. So let me go back. Anyway, that kind of shows you a bit how what you actually get with the particular editor. So yes, I use the Aweber. Somebody mentioned here. Let's see. Oh, others saying they use MailChimp and Elementor. Haven't heard of Elementor, but yeah, there's MailChimp. There's Aweber. There's a whole bunch of them, but Aweber is one of the very popular ones. Yeah, if you want a demo of the Profit Canvas, let's see, I think see if I've got a link for the demo of the Profit Canvas. Hold on one second. Oh, it's a lead magnet. Okay, I don't think I got the demo right here. I don't know what the link is, but I'll just make a note of that and put the demo in the description after this video, after this live stream ends. So I'll put that in there for you. Okay, so those are the components that you need. It's kind of like a funnel, and the beautiful thing about the funnel is that once you've got it set up, then it's going to work automatically for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, year after year. So my YouTube channel, I first started in 2006, but didn't do much with it. But in the last few years, I've got thousands of emails that have just come in free from my YouTube videos. So most of my videos have got some kind of redirection, or if it doesn't have a redirection, it redirects to another video, and then eventually that person will come across a opt-in form. So what about after they sign up? So once they sign up, once a person signs up to your opt-in landing page, then you don't want to sell to them right away, but you want to offer more value. That's like from your video, then you're offering more value. So your ebook, your short report is going to give more value to that person, or you might send a series of emails that goes deeper into into the topic that was discussed in the video, or you can even tell them to check out your other videos. So so that's a beautiful thing. The main thing is that they can get more value. You can even send them to a blog post that contains a 4,000 word blog post if you wanted to. But the whole idea is that you're trying to get them to know, like, and trust you. So it's kind of like marriage. You don't walk up to somebody and say, "Hey, you want to marry me?" right away. They're probably going to slap you in the face. But it's going to take a series of, you first invite them to coffee and etc., or out to dinner. So the same with marketing and with email. Before you promote your products and services, you want to kind of warm up your contacts so they get to know you more. So let them know they'll be getting more content. Send them some videos. Send them to your blog posts, and then you can when you recommend a product or service, that should align with what you're sending them, as far as more content goes. So it could be a 3-part video series. It could be an e-course. It could be whatever you want to send them to. So in that way, it's you're not just selling something right away, but you kind of trying to win the trust of the person first. And something to keep in mind is to create different lead magnets for different audiences. So say if you're, what would I say? Well, one of my videos recently was about how to create a information product. So then I had a download that you could, was all about, how to create the information product. And another lead magnet might be, what should you do when you upload your video? What you're going to do? How do you optimize your video? Have a upload checklist, for instance. So I've got different lead magnets pertaining to different topics of my videos, and then through that you can segment your email list. If you have a specific promotion, you can just send it to that particular list. So you're going to set up different lists for different topics, and then promote your video on promote that video on social media sites, embed on your website, forums and groups. So ideally you want to get your video to be seen in YouTube search and YouTube suggested videos, because if nobody finds your video, then nobody's going to opt in to your email list. So definitely check out my playlist on how to rank YouTube videos, how to rank them in YouTube, how to rank them in Google, and how to get them to be seen, in the search engines. One thing I also mentioned, I had a video on this a few weeks ago about how to create a customized end screen, because on your end screen, if you're in the YouTube Partner Program, you can redirect people to your landing page. So I'll put that link in there, how to make a custom end screen, because if you make a custom end screen, then you can modify it to accommodate your landing page. So I'll put that in there. Invitation homes, and how do we get a PDF to have people open and print from a YouTube video? Well, I think what you have to do is that particular PDF, there's two ways to do it actually. Ideally, if you want to capture their contact information first and then give them the PDF, then what you're going to do is you're going to send them to a landing page. Then they're going to opt in, have the opt-in on that landing page, and then once they've opted in, then you're going to send them to the download page, or a follow-up email will say, well, go. This is where you'll get the download of the PDF. So in that way, you have the your particular URL will be the URL of your website. So say, for instance, drossdesigns.com/landing page. So the associated website is drossdesigns.com, and then my landing page is going to be drossdesigns.com/landing page. So you send them to that, and then they opt in, and then once they've opted in, then you're going to send them the PDF. Now, if you want them send them straight to a PDF instead of and have no opt-in, then what I do, if you have a website already on the web, is just upload that PDF to your website. So say, for instance, like I have drossdesigns.com as my associated website, then I just upload that PDF to drossdesigns.com, so it becomes drossdesigns.com/ this is your PDF, and then I can use that as my associated website that I send people directly to instead of opting in. So you kind of have two different ways to do it, but if you want to collect email addresses, it's best to send them first to a landing page, and then when they opt in, then they get the free download. Okay, I'm going to look at, if you have any questions, then definitely put them in there. I'm going to scroll to the top here and take a look at if you've got any questions. Looks like the sound is back again. That's good. Okay, Miriam mentioned about the length of your video, being maybe at least 10 minutes. So just to reiterate that, if you got say a 3-minute video, somebody watches it for 1.5 minutes, that means they've watched 1.5, you get 1.5 minutes watch time. If you got a 10-minute video and they watch half of that, that's a 5 minutes of watch time. So then that video, if people will watch that for 5 minutes, that will outrank the 3-minute video that only got 1.5 minutes of watch time. So the key, of course, is that people are going to stay engaged for 50% or more of that video. So with the new metrics that YouTube has come out with, they got the impressions metrics, which is the metrics of how many people see your thumbnail in the search engine. So YouTube that's called impressions. And then your click-through rate is how many people have clicked on your thumbnail and clicked through to your video. So if you have a high click-through rate, and then the last one is the average view duration. So if they watch your video for 50% or 60%, then you have a high view duration, high click-through rate, then that is like nirvana in terms of your videos. So ideally you want to have high impressions, high number of click-through rate, and then a high average view duration. And if you get that, then on any video, no matter how long it is, then you're going to be your videos will get promoted in the search engines. How'd you get to provide a PDF list from one of your videos we watched? I don't know which video you watch for that one, but yeah, basically what I do is if I want to redirect people straight to the PDF, I just upload it to my website, like drossdesigns.com. So it's a WordPress website, so just just drag the PDF into WordPress, and then I just get the URL, and I'll just redirect people to that URL. So it'll be drossdesigns.com/my great PDF or something like that. Go Pappy Go, Bite Size Tips, good to see you. Did you post the designer link? Okay, let's have a look. See if we got designer. Okay, that's Aweber. If you want to go to Aweber, then I've got another one here. Let's see. Here's designer. So I get rid of this one. Let's see if I can grab that, put it in the chat, or maybe I'll just type it out. Go dash designer. I think that's it. Okay, I'm about to put a hopefully that'll get you there. Miriam is saying, can a person have more than one blog with WordPress? Yes, you can. If you have you can get a free WordPress site with WordPress.com. And actually, if you want to use a Google property, you can just go to Google Pages or Blogspot, and you can associate that particular Google property with YouTube. So I tend to go for a good .com name because with a .com name it's easy to remember, like drossdesigns.com, or just if your YouTube channel is a specific name, just maybe grab that particular name. So, but you can, you can have more than one blog with WordPress. You can also have one blog, and then you can have multiple blogs even within one blog. So there's a way to do that as well, but I can't remember exactly how to do that. But I would say just go to just use some of the free themes of WordPress. I use StudioPress for like professional themes. That's for WordPress sites, because I designed websites for many years, so I have kind of a pretty good idea what, different types of designs that can be used. Or if you want another an alternative one to Aweber, because I think Aweber is about $19 per $19 per month. I think you get a free trial. But another one that I used previously was Your Mailing List Provider, yourmailinglistprovider.com, and that kind of gives you, I think, 500 free emails that you can follow up on. So that's another opportunity. And I think MailChimp. Who was talking about MailChimp before? I think it was Arthur. I think talked about MailChimp, and maybe you have to tell me, Arthur. I think you get like 500 or 1,000 emails that you can use for that as well. Cherry Manalapaz, good to see you. Do you feel like adding dates to your video's title is a good idea or not? No, I would not put dates in there. It kind of gets, because most people, I think, are just confused if you start putting dates or episode 1, episode 2, etc. So I would just try to keep the title simple. When it comes to titles for YouTube videos, look for, especially if you're starting off a channel, if it's a small channel, look for those search terms that people are typing into search engines. So like how to train a puppy not to bite, that would be a search, a search phrase that people are searching for. Use that as your title, and then maybe you can add, put a dash, and then you can add some motivator or something that will motivate them to click on your videos. So it could be how to train your puppy not to bite within 2 days or something like within the next 24 hours or something like that. So in that way you're catching people from the title, and then you're giving them some inspiration or some motivation to click through to your videos. So and that way it's good to kind of work on your titles, because people are going from your thumbnail, then they're going to go to your title before they actually even click on your videos. So it's good to have a good thumbnail, and particularly with the new metrics, if you can have a good thumbnail, then YouTube is going to be sending you, promoting your videos. Why live chat is not coming in your live stream? Well, I thought it was, but that's good to know. What I've done, actually, I'm using Ecamm Live for my live stream, and I've got a live chat pop out. So I assume you can see it. I've got it here. Maybe I can move it over here. See, I can move it here, but it's going to cover my face. So this live chat is a pop out that I've got kind of to the right of my window. So I'm assuming you can see the live chat, but I can also move it around. I can move it over here too if I wanted to. Maybe I'll put it here for now. So if you've got any more questions about growing your email list for free every day on YouTube, then let me know. Yeah, you're welcome. I'll just see if I've got any more questions here. Yeah, if you've got any ideas for future live streams, then definitely let me know in the comments. And I think probably all of you know about the new metrics, the impressions and the click-through rate and the unique visitors and that sort of thing. So this is like a new metrics that YouTube has come out with recently that kind of shows the relationship between impressions, click-through rate, and average view duration. So if those are all doing well, then YouTube will promote your video in the search engines. So it's something to keep an eye on, and something to, I think if you can improve the average view duration, the audience retention, the watch time on your videos, then they'll appear more often on other people's channels. Bandana saying auto caption service from YouTube has activated or not till late. As far as I know, the auto-generated caption service, auto-generated captions has been working all the time. Because generally, what I do is I just edit the auto-generated captions, and then I save those automatic captions after I've edited them. And then that will be the you get the the correct subtitles, because the auto-generated captions that YouTube provides they tend to have a little mistakes, like they'll mess up your name, or they won't quite catch what you're trying to say. So definitely you would what I'd do is try to edit the auto-generated captions and then save it, and then get rid of the auto-generated draft. So in that way you'll have the proper transcription. And one thing to say about those transcriptions, it helps to get your videos seen on Google as well, because you want to rank on YouTube, but creating a transcript for your videos helps for Google to also index your videos, so then they can be seen on YouTube and Google. Oh, hi John, saying live stream on creating custom thumbnails would be great. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll make a note of that. Live stream on thumbnails. So I do have a couple of videos on how to create clickable thumbnails on Canva, using Canva, and I've also got a thumbnail generator through TubeBuddy. So you can use TubeBuddy to create a thumbnail, and also you can use Canva. So I use a combination of Canva, mostly Canva, and then also I use something called Pixelator to remove the background from a photo I take. So I take a photo in my studio or outside, and then I can remove the background, and then I'll import it into Canva, and then I'll create my thumbnail that way. So Bandana said, please guide through a video. Could you clarify that, Bandana, what you actually mean by that? Guide through a video. Are you talking about like a live stream, how to create a video, or let me know what you mean by that. So if any of you here are not part of the Facebook group, I mentioned that before, that I'd lost all the posts. I guess because of the new rules that Facebook came up with recently, suddenly all the posts were gone on my Facebook group. But now it's back again, so they corrected that. But if you're not part of the Facebook group, then definitely go to facebook.com/groups/Tube Video Bootcamp. I've got a link in the description below this video. So definitely become part of that group, so you can ask questions, interact with other people in the group. There's like 500 people, I think, in there, 500 or 600 people. They're not all active, just some people are active. But it's a great way to kind of get, say, hey, take a look at my video. How do I look? How do I sound? Have I optimized the video correctly? Or so questions come up all the time. And I also post my new videos in there as well. Okay, transcribed caption generating. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just making a note of that because I do have a video on 5 different ways to create a transcript. So I've made a note of that, and I'll put that in the description below this video after the live stream is ended, so you can take a look at that one. But maybe I'll take that into consideration for maybe another live stream, go through that transcribing process. Okay, if you've got any more, one last question, and then we'll wrap it up for today. So I just want to remind you that check out the Facebook group, check out the Designer. I think that's a great way to import blog posts and get a fast ebook done, really quickly. And then also for Aweber for the capturing emails. And okay, here I've got a how to create an ebook online in 30 seconds. This is my my video that's been actually up on the web, how to create an ebook online in 30 seconds. So I'm going to put this in the chat here so that you can take a look at that. Let's see. Oh, where'd my chat go? Okay. Okay, somehow I lost the chat box, so I can't post it in there. I don't know where it went. Okay, I lost the chat box, so I'm gonna, let's see, I'm just gonna go to it here. So I missed out something. Just hold on a sec, just gonna go back to the chat box here that I lost. Okay, here it is. Yeah, so that's how to create an ebook online in 30 seconds. That's kind of just showing you how that software works. So you can create ebooks, short reports from that designer software, and I think it's $27 one-time fee right now. But it's a great way you can create. You can import from Word document, PDF documents, Facebook, and also from blog posts. Bandana, what time is it now in the country? It's right now, it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, East Coast time. 12:30 in India. Oh my goodness, thank you very much for staying here and watching after midnight. Oh, AM. Yeah, after midnight. Yeah, thanks very much. So, yeah, thanks very much for attending the live stream today. And hopefully we'll have a live stream next week. I was thinking about talking about how to do live streams next week. So that was kind of on my mind this week, and thought, well, maybe I was been talking about leads and generating leads and lead magnets, etc. So that's why I kind of went for this topic today. But maybe next week, if you want to know how to do live streams, you can do mobile live stream. You can do it from what I'm using, Ecamm Live. You can also go straight onto YouTube and go live from there. So yeah, thanks everybody for attending, and I wish you have a great weekend. It's spring here in the United States, at least on the East Coast. And so after this, I'm going to go for a run and maybe take my camera with me and shoot some B-roll footage of the ducks and the geese and beavers, etc., and drink in nature and have a great time. So yeah, thanks everybody for attending, and I hope you have a great weekend. All the best.